Hi everyone, so this is going to be a huge thrift haul. Before I start, I do want to say if it looks like I'm talking a little weird or my cheeks are a little puffy, it's because I had my wisdom teeth taken out last week, so it's probably still a little bit of like the side effects or whatever. But anyway, I went thrifting on Wednesday. I originally was just going to go to 2 stores and ended up going to 3, but I found really amazing stuff. I feel like I say this every single time. Lily's coming for a visit. Oh, hello. I feel like I say this every single time, but I feel like this is one of the best hauls I've ever had. I'll just start with the first store I went to. Literally the thing that's sitting on top is a really good item. It just happens to be sitting on top of this bag. The first item is a Johnny Was dress. It's a really cool embroidered gray dress. It's got butterflies on it too, which is, I'm sure, will help it sell a lot. And then the back side looks like this. It's got the little knot front detail too, so I would anticipate this going for at least $50 pretty easily. Paid $4. I don't remember how much I paid for everything, but most of it was decently cheap, like $2 to $4 I would say. This is a Talbot's 1X new tag skirt. I picked it up because it was new tags and a big size. It's just a striped little like maxi skirt. I would assume probably 25, maybe 30 for it. This is another Johnny Was dress. Found 2 dresses in the same store by Johnny Was. I've only found this brand, literally I could count the number on both my hands. And in this haul, I found 3 pieces total. Here's this label. It's a little different than the first label. And this one's more like of an off-the-shoulder type dress. It's got heavily embroidered, obviously, like all Johnny Was stuff. And it's a black dress. And then there is the back side. So again, probably about $50 pretty easily on that one. We've sold a couple flawed pieces that not super flawed, just like a tiny little pinhole or some slight fading that I picked up at the bins for $40 to $50. And these I didn't see any flaws on, so I would assume easily $50 at least. This is a little bit of an older style, but it is still a good piece. As you can see, it's got some pleating, which makes it look a little dated. They're just Santana knit pants by St. John Basics. They're size 4, so a little bit smaller, but paid like, I want to say 4 for these. So probably, I don't know, 30 might be a little high. I like on the higher end of that. Next up, this was a really great find. It is a 3-piece set. I paid $12.50 for this, but it is exclusively Musuk. So you got the cardigan here. It's a really cool like space dyed pattern. Just a little long sleeve cardigan. You've got the shell tank here. And then the black pants here. The pants are a size medium and the 2 tops are size large. So a little bit of a different size. Don't know if we'll sell it together or separate yet, but we'll see. Regardless, it was a good find. If I had to guess, I would probably say maybe, I don't know, it could be like anywhere from 60 to 100 for the 3-piece set if we sold them together. Next up, I remember this was $3. It is a Maurice's. Maurice's actually does really well for us. It usually flies out the door. It's a little, yeah, not for a ton, but it flies out the door. This is a like chambray dress with some little lace accents and then this accent at the bottom. The reason I picked it up is because it is new with tags. We'll probably list it like around 20 maybe. So not a ton, but usually this brand moves really quick. So next up, they had this price kind of high for just a tank top like it is. I don't think it's because they knew the brand. I don't know why they had it priced. They had it priced at $6 and it was half off, so I paid $3. Not a lot for this brand at all. But the brand is Citron Santa Monica. This is only the second time we found this brand. It's just a little, like, I don't know, what like burnt orange, or not burnt orange, like burnt red kind of color. I don't know, it's just I really don't know what it'll go for because it's literally a basic tank with no details or anything, but that brand is very good. This one I picked up, it was $3.50. I don't know what we'll do with it. Comps looked all over the place, like literally anywhere from 20 to 100. Yeah, like $80 gap. It is, Giorgio Armani, I believe is how you say it. Here is the label. Don't know if it's men's or women's. I think it might be women. I really don't know. I'll have to do more research on it. It's just a little jacket, blazer. Next up is this dress. It is an Anthropologie brand. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but I'm assuming it's Lilka. It's just a little sleeveless dress, and it's got this really nice flowy pattern. It's like a floral pattern. So I'm sure this will do really well. I think I paid $2.50 or $3 for that. This one I paid $2.50 for. It is a Sanctuary brand top. It's a little off the shoulder, little kind of striped top. It's got really cool like details on the at the end of the arm and the hem. Here is the Sanctuary tag, and it is new with tags. That is why I picked it up. It was from Nordstrom Rack. It was originally $59. So for $2.50, I picked it up. This brand makes really cool stuff, but it doesn't usually sell for a ton. Next up, I left a lot of these pieces behind on this trip just because I was very selective on the pieces that I did pick up. But this is Eileen Fisher. This is the older label, but we've sold pants similar to this for $20 to $30 pretty quick usually. It's like the little elastic with the zipper on the side. They're just white pants. This piece I was so excited about. Let me just show you before I tell you how much I paid. It is a Banana Republic little tweed blazer jacket thing, new with tags. And it retailed for $120. So whenever I was flipping through the rack, oh, it's got really cool like details on. Let me show you this all first. It's got really, really cool buttons and then fringy details. And also it's got a cool button there you can't really see. Whenever I was flipping through the rack and saw this, I saw that it had tags and that it was a really nice Banana Republic blazer. I was like, I'll pay up to $10 for this. So like if they had it priced at $20, I would have paid that because it would have been $10 at half off. I looked at the tag. They had a price for $7. So I paid $3.50 for this. I was so excited. This is a really nice find. It's from Holiday 2016, so like a year or two ago. Not a year, it's 2 years ago. But it's so nice. These will do really well. I would probably assume around 40-ish if I had to guess. The next two pieces I paid up for, in my opinion at least. They had them priced at $22. So I paid $11 a piece, which is kind of, I mean, for what we'll make on them, I guess it's not a lot, but like it's definitely, I think the thing I paid most for this whole trip, except the 3-piece set from earlier. I expect to get $40 to $50 for each of these, and last time I found this brand, I picked it up at the bins, just because the label looked interesting and comps looked good. We listed it for around, I think, $45, and it sold overnight. So that's why I paid $11 for these. $11 and a $45 works for me, especially if it's overnight. I will show you the label. I think it's called Claddie Knit. This tag is super hard to read because it's in a weird font, but here it is. This tag is good if you ever see it. We sold a piece for $45 overnight. It could have just been a one-off random piece, but hopefully not, because I just bought 2 pieces for $11 each. This is just a green. This is what they make. They make like really thick, what is it made out of? Pure new wool, 100% pure new wool. It's just a sweater. It's a really cool, like this one's a green color. And then this one is a like lavender purpley blue color. Here's the tag again. And it is like a cardigan style sweater because it's got a button up. So they just make really nice, kind of heavier weight. Not kind of, they are heavier weight. Probably weighs 2 to 3 pounds, maybe even more. So yeah, that I would say pick that brand up if you ever find it. Maybe don't pay $11 if it's your first time finding it, but I don't know. I took the gamble. Hopefully it'll pay off. I'll be happy if we get 40. I mean, 11 and a 40, it's making at least $20 profit. That's not bad. 2 more things from this store and then we'll move on. This is just a Vince top. It was $2 or $3. It's just a little black basic long sleeve. And then lastly is this brand. I love picking this brand up in like nightgowns and robes and all because they usually move pretty quick and they sell for a decent amount. So the brand, it says Josie on this side, but if you flip this tag up on the back side here, on the back side, it says Notori, which is the brand. I don't know, I guess Josie is part of the line, I don't know. But Notori does really well. This is a gray robe. I don't know what you can see because I can't really see the camera right now. It's blocking my view. We'll probably get 30 to 40 on this because we've sold some other robes like this for that same range. That's why I say that. So yeah, I definitely recommend picking up Notori if you see it. We usually get them for pretty cheap because they're considered nightgowns or nightwear, so they usually price them pretty cheap. Okay, next up is stuff from Goodwill. So originally I was just going to go to 2 stores that I hadn't been to in a little while, and in between driving to them there's a Goodwill, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna pop in here, look only at the new racks, and then just leave. Quick in and out trip. Well, they had about 10 new racks out, which is crazy. I've never seen any Goodwill have that many out before, and I was finding really good stuff on these new racks. So I stayed there for like an hour or two, looked through some of the main sections too, just because I was like, okay, they're putting out really good stuff. Maybe they have some other really good stuff on the racks. So needless to say, a couple hours and $100+ later, I got some really good stuff. I would say 80% of this stuff is from new racks. So first off, this was from a new rack. It is a Robert Graham shirt. This is only the second time we've found this brand. It's just a little like pink and blue striped shirt, and then it's got the flip cuffs, which Robert Graham is known for. Well, actually I guess they're kind of known for their wild patterns, but they usually have flip cuffs too. This is a pretty basic one. It's got this like pattern, and it's also got a more subtle pattern like behind it on the white. You just can't really see it on camera, I don't think. But our last shirt we found a couple months ago, we listed it between 35 and 40, and it sold I think within a day. Next up, this brand. I posted a tag photo of these on Instagram. J. McLaughlin, or Laughlin, don't know how to say it, but that doesn't matter. What matters is that you know this brand. I found 11 pieces of this at this Goodwill on new racks. I probably should have looked through all the tops to see if there were more, but I didn't because I wanted to go to another store. These pieces by J. McLaughlin are very interesting. This is the pattern on this one. It's a very weird pattern. I don't even know how to describe it. This is what most of them are like. They're known for their knit. I think it's called Catalina knit. It is made out of 91% nylon and 9% spandex. So for all these tops, I paid $4.49, and then I had a 20% off coupon, so probably like $3.50-ish, $3.60 maybe. We have each one listed for around $30. So this brand usually does pretty quick, like moving wise. It moves pretty quick. So there's that one. This one's actually a more tame one. It's a paisley pattern. Then actually some of them are tame, more tame than others, but because this one's just a little basic. I don't know how to describe this pattern either. I'll just let you look at it. That pattern. This one, they remind me of like chains or something, or some of them look like watches. I don't know. This is a short sleeve. I think we only listed the short sleeves for $25, but still. It's like a color block with, I really don't know what it is. It reminds me of chains or whatever. This one's another basic pattern. This one's one of the more out there patterns. Like, there's definitely chains on here. Some of them are chains, but, and then it looks like almost like watch bands. I really don't know. They make interesting patterns, that's for sure. This one is, again, got some chains on it and some other weirdness going on. And then there's another one that's more tame here. There's a couple more actually. They're just separate in separate piles because we've listed some and not others. So that's the ones that we've listed so far. But yeah, if you ever see that brand for decently cheap, I would recommend picking it up. They're usually quick flips for easy $25 to $30. This piece, I was looking through the new rack. I had seen it. It was about in the middle, but I started at the ends and worked my way through the rack. Some lady came up right next to me, was like, pushed the rack over where I was looking. Excuse me, pulled this piece off. I know why, because I'm sure she thought it was Lily Pulitzer, which I pretty much did too whenever I was looking through the rack. But when she came and snatched it, I guess she didn't snatch it, but like came in the middle of when I was looking, and I was like, okay, lady, if you want it that bad, whatever. But then she put it back, like immediately, and I was like, oh, When I got to it, it was not Lily Pulitzer, it's this brand. I've never heard of this brand. I looked it up. Comps are, I don't know, we have it listed for like 25, I think. It's just a little cotton tunic, but it's got flamingos on it. I don't know if all of this brand does well or just this one because it was a flamingo pattern. I looked up this brand and flamingo on eBay and comps were like 25 to 30, so I was like, pick it up and give it a try. Next up, I found this pair of jeans. They are Melville, which is Brandy Melville, if you don't know, it's actually pretty cheap. It's sold at, they have their own store. I don't think we have any. I don't know where the closest one is, but they also sell this brand at PacSun and Nordstrom. It's got a button fly. I think we couldn't find a style name, but we're pretty sure they're like boyfriend style. They got the big holes in the knees, and they're just kind of like a more loose fit baggy jean. And then it says Melville on the back too. These actually didn't go for as much as I would have liked them to, probably because they don't retail for a ton actually. If I had to guess, I'd say they were under $50 new. So I think we listed them for like right under 20. Next up, everything so far has been off of new rack, and everything left in this first bag is from a new rack. This is an Athleta piece. I don't pick up this brand a ton anymore because I don't feel like some pieces go for a ton. Here's the tag. This is a newer piece. As you can see, it says down in one of the corners, summer, yeah, SU18, which means summer of 2020. I said that really weird. Summer of 2018. So this was a newer piece. I looked it up. We're listing it for like 25. I don't know if you can tell on camera. It's got all these little cutout details. Maybe you can kind of see. I don't know. It's just like, I think it was like kind of like a rash guard shirt. Then there was also this dress. I'm sure it was from the same person because they're both larges. This is the newer Athleta tag, FYI. It's not much of a difference. I actually think it's kind of uglier than the older tag, but whatever. It doesn't concern me, I guess. It's just an orange dress. We listed it for like 35, I think, so it was from last year as well. Oh, my bad. This one actually was not on a new rack. When I was waiting at the checkout line, they had like the tank top section next to it, so I was flipping through a couple and found this. It's the newer J. Crew factory label. It's from 2018 and it's new with tags, so I picked it up. Tank tops are only $3.49, and then I had the 20% off. Just got some ruffle details on the front and back, and then the keyhole. And it's a good piece for Valentine's Day, probably. Then this top I was super excited about. The lady only charged me $2 for it because she read the saying on it. I was like, oh, this is a sleep shirt. I was like, sure. I mean, it's very soft, so it definitely could be worn as sleep, but I think also it's just like a little graphic tee. The brand is Chaser, and the saying on it is weekends, brunch, and sleep. And as you can see, actually you can't really see it that well. Anyway, it's new with tags. So this is the first time we've found this brand new with tags. Here it is. So I think we listed it for, I want to say 35. Might be kind of high, but it's new with tags. We'll see how it works. That's it for the stuff that we have from Goodwill that's listed. There's still a whole nother pile over here of stuff from Goodwill that we don't have listed yet. I'm filming this the day after finding it all, so we just have listed what we listed last night. Another J. McLaughlin top, another tamer, more tame pattern. I think, here, let me grab these other two. These are definitely more tame ones as well. This one's like a black pattern. And then this one's actually probably my favorite. It's just a cool pattern. I don't know how you describe it. It's kind of tribal in my opinion. So I think that's it for the J. McLaughlin tops, but I was stoked to find those. This is not from Goodwill. This is from the bins. Don't know how I ended up in this pile. They're I don't know. These are not from Goodwill. They're from the bins. They're diesel jeans, which I've picked these up in men's anytime you see them. They usually do well. So you probably get 30 to 40 for these. These are super, super nice. I love these. Do they fit me actually? These might fit me. I don't know. I hardly ever wear jeans, but I don't even know why I'm showing these because these are not part of the Goodwill haul. They're from the bins, but they're just really cool, like sandblasted jeans with distressing. Here's the back. They got some more distressing on the back in some areas. So they were super cool. I didn't find much at the bins this trip that I went, but I found these. So that was a good find. Those should not have been in this pile though. I think they just got put here because there's a bunch of jeans here. This brand is only the second time I found this brand, and the last time it sold for, I want to say around 40-ish. The brand is Driftwood. This is, I believe it's by Sundance. It's like part of their brand. These are some like wide leg flare jeans, and then they got really, really nice embroidery on them. That's what this brand makes, I believe, is like embroidered denim. And here is the backside. So these will probably do really well. I think we're listing them. I think we're gonna list them for like around 40, maybe 50. This brand we've never found before, so I was excited to find it. It is Scotch and Soda. This little patch is coming off, but we'll just disclose it. Probably list them for 30 to 40. They are Ralston style. Here's this label. I don't know much about these because we haven't ever found a pair, but I know that it's a decent brand to find. I want to say it's sold at like Nordstrom or something. They're like a slim straight jean, I think. Are they my size too? Where's the size? Would you look at that? They're my size. Oh my gosh, I might have to try these on. Probably won't keep them though, actually. This pair is a Lucky brand. I've only been picking up this label Lucky brand recently, at Goodwill's at least. This is the newest label Lucky brand. They are a good size too. They're 1231 ankle. They're Bridget skinny ankle. And they're just some denim jeans, obviously. And then they have really cool like raw hem and all. That's basically why I picked them up, because it's hard for me to pass on raw hem because it's just so cool. Anyway, they're nothing too special, but I think they're high rise too, actually. They look like it. So probably around 30 on those. This brand I picked up once before, it was probably almost half a year ago, which was the last time I found it. I didn't expect to find it again because I just don't ever see anyone post about this brand, so I just thought it was a random one time finding it. But I found it again. Last time I want to say it sold for about $40, so picked it up again because I know it does well. It is called, you probably can't see it there, let me just show you the inside, Mott and Bow. No idea where this is sold, but these are just some men's jeans. 31, 32 slim, so they will not fit me. They're a little too small. They're just men's jeans. They were actually in the women's section. Every pair of jeans so far has either been from a new rack or the women's section, even the men's jeans so far. And then these actually were in the men's section of jeans, but they're not men's. Goodwill doesn't know what they're doing. They're a pair of Current Elliott jeans. I like finding Current Elliott. They honestly don't sell for a ton, and we have a hard time moving them, but I still love finding them. Makes no sense, I know. What do these style? The fling? The fling is what the style is. They're like a boyfriendy style, I think. Like, with the holes again. They're really similar to the Brandy Melville, with the holes and then a looser fit. Probably around 30 for those, but I really like finding them. Next up, I pulled this off a new rack. It's a really, really, really pretty embroidered dress. Here is all the embroidery. The brand is honestly nothing too special. I mean, it definitely does well and moves. The brand is Lulu's, but this specific dress was new at tags. So that was a great find. Embroidery is so nice, that's why I bought it. Also, it's got this big opening in the back area here, so you can see, and then is a super, super long maxi dress. I don't know if you can tell how long this is, but it's a maxi dress. So I paid $6.99 minus 20% for that. We'll probably get 30, maybe 40 on the higher end if we decide to list it higher because it's super nice. This was from a new rack as well. They're Athleta leggings. They're a size extra small, so they're pretty tiny. Probably 20 to 30 on these. This was from a new rack as well. They are Lululemon. They're in really, really good condition, almost like brand new feeling. But they're like wide leg boot cut trouser style jeans. So, or not jeans, they're obviously Lululemon pants. But they're a high rise with the cool snakeskin waistband. So I picked them up. I'll probably get around 25 to 30 for those. Also on the new racks were these 3 Lululemon tanks. So this one's just, there's the logo. It's just a purple color. This one is a pink color. And then a green color. These won't go for much, maybe 15 to 20. But they're all the same and they're just basic tanks. I feel like these will do decent because they aren't too much of an older style and they're basic. Next up is this White House Black Market pants. I really like picking up the new label White House Black Market, which is this one. I'll give you a little close up of it. It's the newer one. The newer label actually does really well and moves really quick for us. These are the wide leg pants. They got two little tassels, and the pattern on these is pretty cool. And then they are just a wide leg pant. Usually I don't like picking up wide leg, but these kind of remind me of almost like a Free People style pant, so I picked those up. They'll probably do well, probably 25-ish. And they'll probably move in the first week if I had to guess. That's usually how this brand goes with the newer label at least. This is from a new rack too. It's Southern Tide. It's a little puffer vest. Did not look up comp, so I have no idea what they'll be, but a Southern Tide puffer vest. Of course I'm going to pick this up. It's got the little patch there too. And it's just a really cool, nice color. This is the size medium. This is Assets by Spanx. I don't know if you can read it. Spanx is really good for leggings. They almost remind me of Lulu. Spanx leggings usually move really quick for us. And then this pair is a 1X, which I'm really excited about. I'll probably price these higher. I want to assume like 40 to 50 because they're a 1X and they're cooler as well. Here's the label on this one, and then it's got the little like pleather detail accents on this pair. So it's kind of on the side there and on the side here. So I love finding Spanx. Does really well for us, moves really quick. So those are definitely a good find. Okay, so that was it for Goodwill. Now about all that's left is this giant IKEA bag filled to the top from the last thrift store I went to. But at this store I found a bunch of good stuff. I'm excited. I'm just gonna jump straight in. The first, I have these two sitting on top because I took a tag photo and included these. This is a J. McLaughlin dress again. We'll probably get 30 to 40 for this one. It's a, I don't know what pattern you describe this as, but it's that pattern, whatever. Also, I'm not sure what the different color J. McLaughlin tags mean. I'm assuming it doesn't mean anything, just different colors. But this one's a really cool striped little like blazer jacket. It's got the really cool French details on the top and the bottom. It's really, really cool. I don't know how much this will go for because we've never sold anything like this from the brand. If I had to guess, I'd say probably 30-ish, maybe 40. Might be kind of pushing it. At this store, I also found two brands that were on my like bucket list brands, and so I get to cross those two off, which I was really excited about. This one is not one of them. This is just a Stitch Fix little cardigan jacket thing. It is by Skies Are Blue. I'll give you a close-up of the label. I don't know if it's focusing that well, but it is also a 2X, which is why I picked it up. Actually, why I picked it up is because it's new with tags. But comps for this looked anywhere from 30 to 40, and I don't remember if those were new with tags, but I know those weren't a 2X. So hopefully we can get 40 to 50 maybe. I don't know, even if we get 35 to 40, that's still a good flip, because this was like, I want to say it was 7. So it's just a really cool like blue knit. This is just a cloth and stone white top, probably 20-ish on this. This I probably should not have picked up because it's pretty faded. I just got like blinded by the brand because this brand is really nice and does pretty well. It's just a little cardigan. As you can see, it's kind of faded, but the brand is APC. It's really expensive retail, so I didn't want to pass it. Probably should have, but you know, we all make bad buys. This next dress I only picked up because it was only $2. Here is the pattern, and then it has got this strappy details, and the brand is Prana. That's the only logo on it. It does not have a size or the tag or anything, so that does suck. But we'll just measure it, and for $2, we'll probably turn it in around 20 to 25. I got a bunch of Anthropologie dresses, which was really great. This is a Holding Horses one, and it's a really nice, like, I'm so bad at describing patterns. I want to say almost like tribal-y pattern. I believe that one was around $4. This one was $5. It is HD in Paris. This is probably one of my favorite Anthro brands to pick up. And everything was bigger sizes. This is a large. The Holding Horses was a 10, I believe. It's just a little like blue polka dot structured knit dress. The dress section was where I found the most good stuff, I think. This is a Bowden dress. I think it's a size 12. Maybe, I wonder if all these are from the same person. Could be. It's just a plain like teal blue color structured dress again. It's got the cool like pleats on the back. Probably around 30 for each of those. I would assume probably 25 for this one. It is Saturday, Sunday Anthropologie. It's just a little like tan colored cowl. I don't know if you would, no, not cowl neck. It's got the interesting little neck though. Next up, I paid up for this dress. It was $12. The dress is at Free People. This tag is coming off, but it's new with tags. So how could I pass on a new with tags Free People dress that was originally $128? So it's supposed to be tied in the front, but here is a view of the front. Just kidding, that was the back. That was the back. This is the front. So that was the back side. So I don't know how much we'll get for this, but it's new tax Free People, so it's hard for me to pass on that. Then right next to that, I found this dress. This is probably my thing I'm most excited about for this whole haul. I've never heard of this brand, so if it did not have the tags, I probably would have passed on it. The brand is Rana Gill. I've never heard of this. Honestly doesn't look like any special tag. However, it is from Anthropologie. This is only the second time we found new tags Anthropologie, so I'm super excited about that. What was more exciting is it was $188 originally new. I paid $8 for this dress. It is a little halter neck. It's got a keyhole in the front and the back. It's so nice. The pattern is just really cool. The dress overall is really cool. It's very long in like a maxi dress. There it is. It's so hard to show because it's so big. But the last comp for this one that I saw sold on Posh for $125 new with tags. So, that's amazing. Even if we get, I don't know, freaking $60, that's a really good flip in my opinion. So that was probably my favorite find of this whole sourcing trip. This is another Anthro. I'm not sure if this is just a short dress or like a long tunic. The brand is Akimi and Ken. It has this little circle thing. And it's just heavily embroidered. It does have some wear like under the arms a little bit, but it's a really cool embroidered top. Oh, and then it's got the exposed zipper on the back, so it was really cool. I paid $3 or $4 for that. This one is one of the ones, first time I found this brand. It is definitely one of the more basic pieces by this brand. I have no idea how much it'll go for, but the brand is CP Shades. It's super hard to read, but that's what the tag says. I was ecstatic to find this. I want to say I paid $3 or $4 as well. This was actually a very boring piece, so that's somewhat disappointing, but I'm excited that I found the brand, so no complaining here. It's, what is it made out of? I want to say probably just like, it's very lightweight cotton maybe? Oh no, it's 70% silk and 30% cotton. It's very lightweight like silk. I guess I can kind of see it. It's pretty soft like silk. That makes sense. Here it is again. Pretty basic, but still so excited to find this stuff. Next up, I paid up for this item as well. I paid $7. It is a St. John Sport little jacket thing. They had a couple more St. John pieces, but I left them because they had them priced up and some of them were older and flawed. So this one's more of like the Santana knit, and it's got the cool little details there, and it's just a zip up jacket. So I paid $7 for it. It's got the little metal thing on the back of the jacket. Hopefully it goes for, I would hope 40 or 50 maybe. Could be way off, but that would be my guess. What is this? It's a pair of Eileen Fisher pants. It definitely needs a little bit of a shave. They're size large. They look bigger than that. They look like maybe even an extra large, but they're just black knit pants. Those will probably do 20 to 30 for us. This is another Eileen Fisher piece. It's just a little not blazer really. It's just like a little jacket thing. Black polka dot pattern, and it is one of the newer Eileen Fisher tags. And it's a size extra large too, which is nice. So there's that. I think I paid $2.50 for that, I want to say. This, I've never heard of this brand. I just looked the brand up because the tag looked a little interesting, and the top definitely, or it's actually a dress. The dress looked interesting. And some of them were coming up as Anthro, so I just picked it up. No idea how much to go for it. Didn't really look at that. I just saw Anthro. I was like, oh, put you in my cart. So I did a little bit more research on this dress, and I found it on the Revolve website. It was originally, I think, $235, I want to say. So it was definitely an expensive brand originally, and I hope it does really well. It's a very deep V-neck dress. It's a size small. This does not look like a size small. I would have guessed extra large at least. So it's definitely very oversized, but hopefully that brand does well. This is a pair of Lafayette 148 pants. I paid $2 for these. Don't love this brand anymore, but for $2, and they're a big size. They're just blue pants. This is another St. John jacket. It is a much nicer one as well. It's got the hidden buttons. Let me undo one. So this is what it looks like when it's, excuse me, not buttoned. It's a really cool, it's just a pink one. And this is the Soka by St. John. I'm not sure how new this St. John tag is, but I think it's one of their newer tags. And it's just a pink little jacket thing. It's really, really nice actually. I think I paid $8 for that one. This dress is LuLaRoe. Can't believe I bought another LuLaRoe piece, but paid $5 for it. It's a really, really nice one. I'm not sure what it's called actually. I think it's called like, I don't know, collection or something. I know it's the more like sought after LuLaRoe. There's a tag, it's metallic tag. It's a 3X dress too, so I'm sure it'll sell. And it is kind of like a metallic pattern to the dress too, as you can see. It's a really nice pattern actually. So hopefully this does well. And then there is the zipper on the back. Not sure what style dress this is, but I know we've sold it quite a few times. Usually get like around 30 for the plus size ones. This is another Johnny Was JWLA dress. Couldn't believe I found this because that was the third time I found it today. I've never found it that many times in a day. I don't even know if I've ever found it more than once in a day. So that was definitely crazy. It's got super heavily embroidered. Actually, this one's not. Oh yeah, it is. I was about to say it's not as heavily embroidered, but it's got a decent amount of embroidery. And then this is the back. The back side is definitely more plain. This one I paid $2 for. It is a new cabbie tag top. This next brand I've heard of before. Comps look literally all over the place, anywhere from like 15 all the way up to 60 depending on the style. So it was $2, so I figured I'd pick it up. The brand is called Jen's Pirate Booty. Here's the tag. Never found this brand before, but I've seen it like on Instagram, so I picked it up to give it a try. It's got a really nice back. It's like open and strappy, and then the front is actually pretty plain. It's a very lightweight dress, so I'm excited to see how well that'll do. Next dress I was excited about as well. It is a Peruvian Connection dress. Don't find this brand a ton, but I found it a couple times recently, so that's amazing. The last dress we sold for over $40 almost instantly. This one's just, it's a little kind of like knit dress with a cool pattern. So hopefully that one does well as well. This is a pair of Eileen Fisher pants. It's just a size large. It's an older tag, but they're just brown like trouser pants. So 20 to 30 usually. This is a We the Free top. So excited to find it. It is a size large as well, which is a good size for free people in Anthro. Definitely looks way bigger than a large, but we all know that their stuff is super oversized. So this is another We the Free. I think this one's a size small. I only paid $1.50 for this one. Yeah, it's a size small. There's the tag on that one. It's just a little burnout tee. Again, this one I would probably have guessed was a large or an extra large, but it's only a small. So this, I would not, if it didn't have the tag, I would have not known what this brand is at all. I would have passed on it for sure. It is Eviva. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's a size 6. It's the girls' Lululemon line. It does have this little tag which says Eviva with their logo, but it's just a little cardigan. It's pretty hard to show. This is another newer label, White House Black Market top. It was only $2, so I picked it up. It's got the cool, it's like off the shoulder. It's just solid color. And then the sleeves are cool. They just have little bow accents. I don't know if you can see that. Just a little bow. There you go. So for $2, picked it up. Probably get around 20 for that. Okay, last are the two things that I have left. I got these for a little bit more of a discount because they both have stains, unfortunately. Hopefully the stains come out. If not, I only paid like $2 and $4 for these pieces. So this one is a brand that I've never found before that I've wanted to find. It's a very plain top and it's obviously stained, so that's disappointing, but it's C by Chloe. And I don't know what this is. It's not new with tags or anything. I really don't know what that is. It's a very basic, it's like a peach color top. And I don't know if you can tell, but it's got staining on the bottom here. So we'll have to get this cleaned and hopefully it comes out. It's got little bow details on these sides. Just a very, very basic top. So I have no idea how much it'll go for, but I could not pass on it. And lastly is this jacket. It's a very cool pattern. But it's got some stainage that'll hopefully come out. The last one that I saw was this same jacket in black. It sold on Posh for $80. So if we can get 30 for it, I'll be happy. It's a cherry pattern jacket by St. John. It's definitely an older jacket, but it's really cool. It's got the cherry pattern. There's some yellowing down at the bottom, and then there's a spot here, if you can see. So if those come out, I'll be happy and we can list this for a decent amount. If not, that's definitely disappointing, but we didn't spend too much on it. On the back here, it has the St. John tag, and I think it says So Cherry there. But yeah, that's it for this haul. Amazing haul, if I do say so myself. Was not expecting it to be this spectacular whenever I went, so I'm glad that I went because it was pretty spectacular. But yeah, that's basically it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. If you stuck around for the whole video, thank you, because I know it was a very long one. But yeah, I can't wait to get all this stuff listed, so I'm gonna go do that now. Thanks for watching. Bye. In a bag, put it in a bag. Go from my stuff to the booth. Money to pay me respect.